Archangel Michael says, this is going to happen today on July 24th at 9:30 a.m. God is ordering you to watch this, open it immediately. This isn't something to take lightly. This isn't just another message. This is the one heaven has fought to deliver to you in perfect timing. Archangel Michael stood before the throne, sword drawn, eyes blazing, and spoke your name. He said, they must know. Today, not tomorrow. At 9:30 a.m. There can be no delay. They must open this. Because what's about to happen will change everything. And God, in full authority and righteous fire, declared over your life, deliver it now. Let the truth strike through the veil. Let the hour of awakening begin. And so, here it is. The veil that was covering your eyes is being ripped apart. The confusion that clouded your path is scattering like smoke. The lies that kept you stuck are burning to ash. This moment has been prophesied. This very hour has been prepared. Today, on July 24th at exactly 9:30 a.m., there is a divine event, spiritual and physical, that has been ordered to shift your entire life. Nothing will remain the same once you receive this message. You were never meant to stay in the dark. You were never meant to carry the burden of confusion. You were never meant to live under the spell of manipulation. You asked for confirmation. You asked God for a sign. You said, God, if you're real, if you hear me, show me something undeniable. I can't live like this anymore. Heaven heard your cry. Not once. Not twice. But every single time. The delay was not denial. The silence was not rejection. There was a war over your revelation. And now, finally, the truth has come through. What is going to happen today at 9:30 a.m. is not just a coincidence. It is a divine collision. Heaven is bringing something into your reality that will alter your atmosphere permanently. You're going to feel it. In your chest. In your mind. In your bones. There will be a shift in energy you cannot explain. Something will make you stop in your tracks. Something will trigger your memory and open your spirit. Don't ignore it. Don't doubt it. You are being prepared to witness something that was hidden from you for years. A secret. A betrayal. A sudden truth that has been buried under fake smiles and carefully crafted stories. But now the light is too strong. And what was in the dark must come out. Today. There is someone around you, someone close, who has been smiling in your face while plotting behind your back. God isn't showing you this because He wants you to hate. He's showing you this because your next level cannot include deception. You've been delayed long enough. You've been loyal to the wrong people long enough. You've been walking in circles wondering why certain doors never open. This is why. There was someone blocking it in secret. Someone who looked like a friend, acted like a support system, claimed to be your protector. But they were planted in your life as a distraction. And God says, no more. On July 24th at 9:30 a.m., this person's mask is going to fall off. In a conversation, a message, a strange feeling, a memory, a dream, something will trigger the truth. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. Heaven will make it undeniable. It won't be subtle. It won't be easy. But it will be necessary. Because you're walking into a divine season where false energy cannot survive. God has declared war on deception in your life. And Archangel Michael has been ordered to reveal what you refuse to believe. You were too kind, too forgiving, too patient. But heaven is no longer waiting. The time is now. Don't run from what you'll see. Don't pray it away. Don't silence your intuition. That gut feeling you've had for months. That sudden unease you felt after being around them. That strange energy in the room when you spoke your dreams. That was all real. That was your spirit trying to speak. And today, your spirit will roar. Because at exactly 9:30 a.m., the frequency of heaven will align with the hour of divine exposure. You will know what needs to end. You will understand who needs to leave. You will realize what has been draining you. And once you do, the blessing that's been waiting will pour out like rain. The delay was never because you weren't ready. The delay was because God was protecting you. Protecting you from a blessing falling into the hands of someone who was plotting your fall. But now the time has come. The separation must happen. And yes, it will be emotional. But it will also be miraculous. Because the moment you release what was never meant to stay, the floodgates will open. There's been a dam holding back your blessing. And its name was deception. Hidden envy. Secret sabotage. But Archangel Michael is striking it down. You're going to receive a message. You might overhear a conversation. You might notice a social media post. Something will expose the truth. Do not dismiss it. Do not think it's just in your head. Heaven is being loud right now. And this message is the trumpet. God is shaking your world, not to break it, but to rebuild it. This is not a collapse. This is construction. He's tearing down what was built on lies to make room for what's real. And what's real is your purpose. Your calling. Your elevation. Your reward. God saw how many times you were overlooked. How many times you gave when you had nothing left. How often you poured into others while silently drowning. He saw the nights you wept quietly so no one would hear. The days you smiled through pain because you didn't want to burden anyone. And now he says, enough. You have suffered for long enough. You have waited for long enough. Today is the day I rise for you. Today is the day I repay every stolen joy, every delayed dream, every cursed word spoken behind your back. He is not a silent God. He is not a distant God. He is roaring for you, standing for you, moving in your name. Archangel Michael has been dispatched to enforce this divine exposure. His sword is not for show. It is to cut the chains that bound you to the wrong people, the wrong beliefs, the wrong past. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not unworthy. You are chosen. You are rising. You are walking out of this fog with fire in your eyes and truth in your heart. Today, July 24th, is a divine date. And at 9:30 a.m., something will activate. Something ancient. Something holy. You will feel it. Don't ignore it. Don't brush it off. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to shout, shout. If you need to sit still and feel it, do that. But do not miss this hour. God says, mark this time. Because after this, nothing in your life will be the same. You will begin to understand why certain people suddenly distanced themselves. Why certain plans didn't work. Why doors closed even when you begged for them to open. It wasn't rejection. It was redirection. You were being protected. And now you will see what you were being protected from. It will shock you. It might sting. But then it will set you free. Because truth is the only path to freedom. And today, the truth is being delivered by divine order. This isn't about revenge. This isn't about drama. This is about revelation. And it is sacred. The person who tried to block you, control you, lie to you, they are being exposed because God refuses to allow any more time to be stolen. You have work to do. You have people to reach. You have miracles to walk in. You have a legacy to build. And that legacy cannot be planted in polluted soil. So God is clearing the ground. Ripping out what doesn't belong. Making room for what's holy. You'll notice a shift in your body. Your heart might race. Your hands might shake. You might feel like you need to move. That's spiritual alignment. That's divine frequency vibrating through your being. That's your spirit rising to meet the moment. Let it. Allow it. This isn't the time to hold back. This is the time to rise. Archangel Michael is not playing. He's been ordered by the Most High to assist you, to guide you, to protect you as you walk into this new truth. You might lose people, but you will gain peace. You might feel empty for a moment, but God will fill you with power. This isn't punishment, it's preparation. You're being elevated, transformed, crowned. You are no longer who you were yesterday. That version of you has expired. A new you is being born through fire. Refined, radiant, ready. Today is not just a day. It is a doorway, a portal, a spiritual command. And 9:30 a.m. is the divine marker. You'll never forget this hour. You'll never forget this shift. You'll remember where you were, what you felt. Because heaven is branding this moment into your destiny. God is speaking so clearly, I am doing this for you. Not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. And I will not allow you to be lied to any longer. I am revealing what they hid. I am exposing the one who pretended. I am showing you the full picture. And when you see it, when you finally understand, thank God. Don't curse the past. Don't dwell in regret. Thank Him. Because if it weren't for the pain, you would have never prayed the way you did. If it weren't for the betrayal, you would have never turned to God so fiercely. If it weren't for the silence, you would have never heard His voice so clearly. You were never alone. You were being prepared. And now the preparation is over. The exposure is complete. The battle is shifting. Today is your divine turning point. Heaven is rejoicing because you made it to this hour. You were attacked, but not destroyed. You were lied on, but not erased. You were delayed, but not denied. You are here. You are seen. You are chosen. And now, you are ready. The time has passed. Heaven waited. 3 hours have come and gone. And now the atmosphere has shifted. The trap was set, yes, but something happened that you didn't see. Something you need to know now, because you will never be the same after this moment. While you were sleeping, doubting, wondering, praying, pacing, something divine occurred in the unseen. God sent His angels. Archangel Michael descended with authority. He found the place where your name was being used without your permission. He walked into the realm where lies were being scripted like truth. And He took the sword of justice and slashed through every spiritual cord that tried to wrap around your destiny. You felt something, didn't you? A wave of heaviness. A jolt in your heart. A strange calm that followed. That wasn't coincidence. That was the moment the trap collapsed, not because you escaped, but because heaven intervened. Because the moment your spirit whispered, God, please don't let me fall for another lie, your cry activated a spiritual emergency. And the courts of heaven responded. Now, this next part is critical. Because even though the trap was destroyed, the woman behind it still walks free. But not for long. God says, I am exposing her completely. And it begins today. You will start noticing changes in how she looks at you. A shift in tone. A strange tension. You will sense that she knows you know. You may not even confront her. But your silence will speak. Your spirit will scream truth. And she will start unraveling. Watch how her story changes. Watch how she over-explains, how she withdraws, how she finds ways to blame others. This is the sign, exposure has begun. She will panic, because what she feared is now manifesting. You are awakening. You don't belong to her web anymore. You don't vibrate at her frequency anymore. You don't carry confusion anymore. You carry fire. You carry clarity. You carry God's signature. And now, wherever you walk, deception will shake. Masks will melt. Hidden agendas will collapse. You have become spiritually radioactive. Every spirit that tried to manipulate you is now terrified of you. They're whispering, who told them? How did they know? And the answer is simple, God told you. He always tells his beloveds. He always warns his prophets. He always reveals before he releases. And now, because you listened, even when it hurt, even when you didn't understand, you are standing at the entrance of the greatest shift of your life. That trap was not small. That trap was designed to delay you by years. That woman was planning to make herself so emotionally necessary to you, that you'd surrender your discernment just to keep her approval. But now the illusion is shattered. God broke it. And in doing so, he also broke a curse. Because she wasn't just any woman. She was a spiritual pattern sent to repeat an old cycle. A face of something you've already defeated, but disguised. A familiar energy wearing a new skin. She was sent to resurrect the older version of you, the one that doubted, the one that settled, the one that trusted the wrong people just to feel seen. But she will never access that version of you again. Because that version is gone. Dead. Buried. You are a new creation. You are refined by fire. And God says, I trust you now with what comes next. There is a release happening now that only the spiritually awake can feel. Doors are opening. Favor is unlocking. Delays are being dismantled. Not just because the enemy's hand was stopped, but because you passed the test. And now, heaven is rewarding you, not for perfection, but for obedience. Not for strength, but for surrender. You surrendered the need to be liked. You surrendered the desire to hold on to familiar energy. You said, God, even if I walk alone, protect me from who isn't sent by you. And that prayer became your weapon. Archangel Michael wants you to know something deeply personal. He says, you were almost taken out. Not physically, but spiritually. That woman's assignment was subtle. She wasn't sent to kill you. She was sent to tame you, to dim your fire, to water you down until you forgot who you were. That is more dangerous than attack, because it is slow spiritual poisoning. And you would have died to yourself in pieces. A slow decline. A quiet fall. But heaven screamed, enough. Michael says, I've covered you. I've cleared your path. But you must keep it clean now. Don't go back. Don't reinvite the energy that wounded you. Don't water down your truth to avoid their silence. Walk boldly now. And so you must. Because something is waiting on the other side of this obedience. Something bigger than you prayed for. Something brighter than what you believed you deserved. God had to clean your circle so He could bless your life. He had to expose the actor so He could write the real scene. He had to shake your comfort so He could resurrect your courage. Because what's coming next will require spiritual boldness. And you're ready now. Now that she's exposed, you can finally see who really stands with you. You'll notice who celebrates you from the soul, and who merely tolerated you out of need. You'll notice who claps with love, and who smiles with envy. You'll see everything now. Your vision is healed. Your discernment is sharp. And your spirit is alert. You are no longer vulnerable to her games. You are no longer accessible to spiritual manipulators. You are guarded by heaven. Not just because you're favored, but because you're carrying something the world desperately needs. And now, that gift will grow rapidly. God says, I've unlocked it. The thing I planted in you long ago. The seed of vision. The fire of justice. The voice of truth. And now that the counterfeit has been removed, the real shall rise. You will begin to feel divine downloads in the middle of the night. You will hear whispers of instruction while you pray. You will notice strange confirmations, songs, phrases, messages, numbers, repeating with urgency. You will feel guided, protected, elevated. You will feel like God Himself is breathing beside you. And that's because He is. He never left you. He was just waiting for you to see clearly. And now that you do, nothing can stop the flood that is coming. The financial breakthrough. The healing. The reparation. The promotion. The divine connection. the prophetic clarity, the overflow, the restoration of years that were stolen. It's coming fast. And the woman who tried to stop it will watch it happen. Not because God is cruel, but because exposure comes with consequence. And heaven will make her a footnote in the testimony she tried to ruin. Don't hate her. Don't curse her. Don't even speak of her with venom. Just let her go. Forgive. But keep the door closed. Pray. But don't invite her back. Bless her. But don't give her access. You are too aligned now. You are too close. You are too chosen. God is about to blow your mind. And He wants you fully ready. No spiritual clutter. No emotional residue. No guilt for cutting off someone who was never truly for you. You are clean now. You are ready now. You are walking into the hour that was always meant for you. It begins now. Archangel Michael says, this is going to happen today, July 24th, exactly at 9:30 a.m. God is not whispering this time. He is commanding, urging, pleading for your immediate attention. This is not just another day. This is not a message to take lightly. This is not a coincidence. This is divine intervention. This is the moment your soul was waiting for, and heaven is opening a window that only remains open for a short time. If you wait too long, it will close. If you doubt, you will delay your destiny. If you open it now, everything changes. Everything. God's hand is stretched out. Archangel Michael is standing near you right now, invisible to your eyes, but his presence is heavy, intense, and deeply loving. He's been watching, waiting, guarding. But now he speaks, because heaven has decided that today, at 9:30 a.m., your life must shift. There are angels preparing the moment even as you breathe. Everything in your timeline is converging. Every prayer you've whispered, every tear you've hidden, every plea you've made in the secret place, they have all reached the throne of God. There has been a shaking in the spiritual world. There has been a divine disturbance. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword, not in rage, but in holy authority, to cut away every chain that has silently enslaved your spirit. You've been walking with weights tied to your soul. You've been carrying burdens that heaven never gave you. People placed them on you. Life pressed them onto you. But now, by God's order, they are being removed. Today, July 24th, is not just another date. It's written in golden fire across heavenly scrolls. 9:30 a.m. is not just a moment in your morning. It is a divine timestamp. Something is scheduled to happen that you cannot afford to miss. If you felt the nudge, the goosebumps, the tension in your heart while reading this, it's because your spirit already knows. Something holy is approaching. You can't see it yet, but heaven sees it clearly. A delivery of destiny. A release of blessings. A supernatural unlocking of doors that have resisted you for years. There is a mystery unfolding, and God is unsealing it right before you. But you must open this moment. Open it not with your physical eyes, but with your spiritual senses. The enemy has tried everything to distract you from this hour. You've noticed strange delays, unnecessary frustrations, emotional confusion, and deep fatigue in the days leading up to this. That's not random. That was spiritual warfare. That was darkness trying to delay what God scheduled for today. But Archangel Michael says, they have failed. They cannot stop what God has already set in motion. Their hands are bound. Their plans are shattered. Their curses are dissolved. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises in judgment shall be silenced. You are stepping into something that generations before you prayed for. You are walking into promises made long ago. God says, I never forgot. Even when you thought He was silent. Even when the prayers felt empty. Even when the nights were cold and long and full of confusion. Heaven was watching. Heaven was calculating the right hour. And that hour is today, July 24th at 9:30 a.m. Everything in your life will begin to align. What was once hidden will be exposed. What was once painful will begin to make sense. And what once felt impossible will suddenly feel close, closer than it ever has before. God wants you to understand something critical. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. Everything you lost was not a subtraction, it was a setup. Everything that walked away was not rejection, it was redirection. The people who left had to leave. The doors that closed had to shut. The seasons that ended had to expire. Because what you are walking into now is sacred. And not everyone can come. Not everything can follow. This next chapter of your life is holy. You are being positioned for glory. For healing. For purpose. For overflow. And no one, no demon, no hater, no force in hell, can stop it. Archangel Michael says you must not delay. Don't postpone this moment. Don't wait until you feel ready. Readiness is not a feeling, it's a decision. Heaven doesn't wait for you to feel worthy. Heaven moves when you say yes. Your yes is the access point. Your surrender is the password. You don't need all the answers. You just need to trust. God is doing something you haven't seen before. Something unexplainable. Something beautiful. And it starts now. You may not realize how close you came to giving up. You've smiled through pain. You've hidden your struggles behind quiet strength. But God saw everything. He saw the nights you didn't sleep, the mornings you didn't want to rise, the moments you questioned your value, the days when you begged silently for a sign. And now, God says, this is your sign. This is your confirmation. This is your moment. At 9:30 a.m., something shifts. Something in the unseen realm tilts. Angels descend. Chains snap. Heartbeats align with divine rhythm. A holy wind begins to blow. And if you are tuned in, if you are open, if you are surrendered, you will feel it. Not just emotionally, spiritually, energetically, supernaturally. A peace will wrap around you. A clarity will hit you. A breakthrough will find you. People who forgot you will remember. Opportunities that ignored you will knock. Doors that denied you will open. All because God said, now. God is not asking you to be perfect. He's asking you to be present. Just show up. Just believe again. Just breathe and trust. You are not a mistake. You are not cursed. You are not invisible. You are not abandoned. You are chosen. You are loved. You are seen. You are covered. You are destined. And everything you've endured has been shaping you, refining you, maturing you, and building a foundation so strong that nothing can shake what God is building upon it now. Heaven is serious about you. Archangel Michael is weeping with joy because you've finally reached the turning point. There is a celebration happening in the spiritual realm. There is music playing in the throne room. Your name is being declared aloud before angels. God is smiling over you. Not because of what you've done, but because of who you are. His child. His beloved. His miracle. His masterpiece. And yet, He knows how hard it's been. He knows how close you came to walking away. He knows you felt forgotten, overlooked, even punished. But child, hear this, the silence was not absence. It was strategy. The quiet was not rejection. It was preparation. The delay was not denial. It was divine orchestration. Every closed door made room for the right one to open. Every goodbye made space for something sacred to enter. Every tear watered the soil where your harvest will now grow. Today is not just another test. It's your transition. At 9:30 a.m., the heavens are opening above you. Something ancient and holy is descending. And your life will feel it. Your body may feel warmth. Your heart may feel lighter. Your mind may suddenly feel clear. These are not coincidences. These are signs that God is near. The enemy wanted to distract you so you'd miss this. But he failed. Because here you are, reading this. Open. Listening. Ready. Do not fear what's next. You've been through worse, and you survived. What's coming is not warfare, it's reward. It's peace. It's justice. It's restoration. God says, I will restore the years. Not just days. Not just months. Years. The time you lost will return with interest. The people who left will be replaced by better. The love you lacked will be overflowed. The brokenness will be rebuilt stronger than before. Today, at 9:30 a.m., trust like never before. Pray with boldness. Walk with authority. Speak with confidence. Expect the miracle. Don't just wish for it, claim it. You are not begging anymore. You are receiving. You are stepping into favor you didn't earn but were destined for. You are walking into healing that surpasses human understanding. You are becoming the person God always knew you could be. Let the past fall away now. Let the guilt be dissolved. Let the shame be lifted. Let the pain be released. Archangel Michael is removing the burdens from your shoulders. God is placing a crown upon your head. You are royalty. You are reborn. You are renewed. At 9:30 a.m., stay aware. Be still. Breathe slowly. Thank God in advance. You may not see the whole picture yet, but your spirit will know something divine has touched you. And in the days to follow, you'll begin to see the physical evidence of this moment. Unexpected messages. New faces. Financial releases. Healing dreams. Visions. Peace where there was confusion. Doors where there were walls. Joy where there was mourning. This is it. The moment has come. And all of heaven is cheering for you. You didn't miss it. You're right on time. God has waited patiently for this hour. And now, the countdown is over. The miracle is on its way. And nothing can stop it. Nothing can delay it. Nothing can destroy it. You are ready. You are chosen. You are safe. You are loved. And God will be with you. Always.